I recently completed some testing of the Iftron Tech ClearView Fat Shark module, and I was pretty surprised and disappointed in how it performed, and so was pretty much everybody else on the internet. Not just in my testing, but in other channels and other people who've done testing. The Fat Shark module is just not performing. It's kind of not even performing as well as just traditional modules like LaForge, and that's not what you would expect. And people are kind of making a lot of excuses for it. And like they're saying, oh, in an interference-prone environment, it's better. Oh, and the bottom line is you shouldn't have to make excuses for it, especially given the price, but also because the ClearView tech is proven in the ground station. You don't have to make any excuses for it. It just wins, period. So here's the big announcement. The guys from ClearView, they took back my module and they said, let us take a closer look at it, because I guess I was the final straw. Everybody's tests were kind of showing disappointing results, but maybe people were like, oh, well, but they were making excuses. And when my testing came back and was also disappointing, the guys from ClearView said, okay, let's take a closer look at this. And the short version, I'm going to read an announcement in a minute. The short version is that there's a problem with the modules, a manufacturing defect that is causing all of the ClearView modules that are out there today to not perform as well as they should. And let me go ahead and read. I want to get the wording exactly right. So I'm literally just going to read the statement, and then you guys can know what the deal is. ClearView technology is designed to have many performance advantages over standard definition analog video receivers. As you have pointed out, you and the rest of our customers have come to expect ClearView to be the best in any field of comparison. Consequently, in your recent tests, nobody was as surprised as we were to see our ultimate range performance not measure up to our expected standards. Since this was not the case during product development, we immediately began a detailed investigation to discover why your ClearView goggle receiver performed below expectations. The investigation is near completion, and we are confident we know the reason for the performance shortfall. The problem was traced to a manufacturing error internal to our 4-layer circuit board. What we found was that the inner 2 layers of our PCB had been inadvertently swapped. This does not make any of the actual circuits fail to work. Every circuit trace still goes where it should, but it does change the required 50 ohm impedance of the trace between the antenna connector and the RF input stage when these inner layers are swapped. And since there's no clue from the outside that it was built incorrectly and the resulting decrease in range performance was only about 6 dB, it was hard to spot. Here's what we have already done and will do going forward to correct the problem. The PCB has been re-released to manufacturing to be fabricated again and fabricated properly and inspected to be so in the shortest possible time. At this moment, we are about 1 to 1.5 weeks from having new units ready to test. As soon as we have the newly built units in hand and verified, we will send you one. That's me. We will send me one for a second round of tests. Verification should take no more than a few days. I would not count on that. If they're sending one to me, it's going to take me more than 1 or 2 days to run testing and turn it around, but we'll see how that goes. Placing of components on the problem PCB has been halted and will resume only when the new and verified PCB. Fortunately, we were able to halt things before too many units of our largest build were started. Going forward, all units shipped will be part of the new build. 100% of all units will be tested to verify that they have sensitivity that lives up to our standards. We will be issuing a recall of all ClearView goggle receivers shipped to date in an orderly fashion when the new units are available. These steps do present a significant cost for us, but it's very important to us that our customers get the best product possible. Fortunately, the reduction in ultimate range does little to impact normal use when the receiver is usually well within the range of the transmitter. The difference in performance may never be a factor in actual use. Stability, noise reduction, glitch prevention, all of these are not significantly affected. So if you already have a module in your possession, you can still use it with confidence until it's recalled. Editorial side note, so if you're not at the edge of your range, you still get all the benefits of ClearView. As he said, it's just that the total range is going to be reduced in the kind of testing that I was doing is the kind of thing that makes that most obvious. The silver lining to this manufacturing hiccup is that the new units will have a thermostatically controlled fan with proportional speed control, so it's much quieter on average, yet still cools effectively when needed. There will be a new menu item that will allow you to modify the fan behavior to suit your preferences. I think this is something that they were going to put in like in Rev 2 of the product, but since they're having to go back to manufacturing anyway, they said, hey, let's put it in. That's, again, editorial side note. We are painfully aware of the time the rollout of this product has taken and how patient our ClearView fans have been, yet the choice to delay things just a little more rather than to ship a product that doesn't meet our standard of excellence was the only option consistent with our way of doing business. We sincerely hope you agree. Ira S. Faberman, President, Iftron Technologies, Inc. So, there you go. The module is screwed up. They found out why it was screwed up. They're doing a recall. If you have one in hand, hang on to it. Keep using it, but understand you're going to get a better one coming up. And there you go. I look forward to rerunning the testing of this module, and hopefully we'll see better results. You know, I'm a firm believer that when you do a scientific experiment and the results don't come out the way you expected, you need to figure out why that was and rerun the experiment, or you need to present the results as permitted. And what we're seeing here is, in fact, the scientific process at work. ClearView, we all expected ClearView to win. And when it didn't win, we publish those results and you say, if you think you deserve to win, tell me why. And ClearView or Iftron has gone back and done that. They say they found out why. And that's the beauty of it. If anybody had succumbed to the temptation to fudge the results, not that such a temptation is there, but I know everybody's always skeptical, and it would be a lot easier as a reviewer to just make the results be, oh, ClearView won, yay, LaForge came in second, good, everybody's happy. But that's not how science works. That's not how I do it. I run the test. You can criticize my methodology sometime, but I always present the results as they came out and tell you how I ran the test and give you the option to criticize it and so forth. And the benefit of that is that sometimes we find things like this. And by the way, I don't mean to I sound like I'm taking full credit for this. I'm not. I have to give credit to, like, most prominently, Steele Davis. Mr. Steele did a similar test that happened to have come out about the same time mine did, and he found the same results. And there were other people whose names aren't coming to me who did the test and found the same results before me. Everybody who published results and said, hey guys, this isn't good enough. That's science and it's working. Yay. And we all get a better product as a result. So there we go. That's it. If you own one of these, you'll probably be contacted, or you'll just keep your ears to the ground and you'll see how to get your replacement when the time is right. That's all for now. Happy flying.